Howdy to all you folks watching Dan Pancaldi's No Enemies here. It's Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness doing our weekly channel update. We did 9 videos this week. We started with a video here, going to the Man Cave to check out my collection of Dominion and expansions there to see if it matched what I had in Board Game Geek, see if it was up to date. This is inspired by ID Jester, where on his channel he unboxed 15 different expansions of that game. I think he's still in the progress of doing that. So after that, did some videos on miniatures. I'm going to get back to that because we did 6 total. If you look over some, we did a game giveaway celebrating our 350th subscriber. There was 2 winners. One was Tony of Tony's Board Life, who many of you are familiar with. He won and selected GMT's Dominant Species. The other winner this time was Thomas Van Hare. You've heard of him. He runs Historic Wings. He's designer and publisher of 2 game books, solo games, Tally Ho and Mag 23. If you haven't seen his stuff, you can check those out on Amazon. He chose the Age of Napoleon as his prize. I did one unboxing. If you look over there, Stalingrad Advance to the Volga. This is latest release from Revolution Games. The designer is Michael Ranella, and it is a solitary area movement game, and it's the first in a new series. So looking forward to see what else they come out with that as time goes by. Let's scroll here. Here is the other videos on the channel. So one of those is my update, weekly update, rolling update that I release each week on my channel. You're seeing like this one right now, exclusive on Dan's channel. It'll show up next week. So 6 total videos on miniatures. This started with a subscriber asking me, well, where do you keep all your minis and what do you got, Meandering Mike? And so that one over there, so many minis, tip of the iceberg. That's why I started digging through trying to find all my minis because they're spread all over the place, and I was basically finding boxes of boxes. So I looked through there, decided to start doing some unboxings of the individual boxes. Now, up here, there's a video on the minis that I actually painted between the 1980s through early 1990s. Got out of the hobby then, but if you like to see some old school role-playing fantasy miniatures, you can take a look at that. Over a little farther, I unbox a bunch of RuneQuest items, ducks and trollkins and brew. Oh my. I've got quite a few different role-playing oriented miniatures. Never did, army wargaming. Never did Napoleonics, even though I loved Napoleonics in Hex Encounter. Never did it in miniatures wargaming. This video here, I looked at a lot of the books that I have on wargaming rules, rule systems and such, and other boxes of stuff, and the one over there, more variety of boxes, including Kings of War as they're featured in the picture. So many different. If you've never been into minis, you can take a look at all these to see, if you want to get into what kind of variety is available out there. There's a lot more than I've unboxed here. Or you can say, oh my God, I'm not going to get into those minis. There's too many of them, too much money, and indeed, it is a money sink. So that's it for my channel this week. So I'm going to send it back to you, Dan, and all the folks watching No Enemies Here. Thanks. I'm back. One more update, folks. In case you missed it, I was on the Chronicles of Not Jay on Wednesday night. I was interviewed by Not Jay himself, Chris. 10-minute interview there. So if you want to know some more about my background, how I got into gaming and all that good stuff, a little bit about my channel there, you can go watch episode 106, which was the 2-year anniversary show for the Chronicles of Not Jay. So check that out. Thanks.